San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the USF Bulls and the UTSA Roadrunners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. On the run, it's Isaac. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback keeps it. Jumped on top of the pile.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Lucky to get it off.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wideout. Right side, it's Odom. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. On the delay, it's Isaac. Maybe a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking for the edge. Keeps it on first down. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. That's caught, it's Odom. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires on the move, looking to get it in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration. And that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. On the move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USF! They strike first.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quick give.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Roadrunners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Collins. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking for a man, it's Van Buren. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Finds his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, South Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the draw. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be pass, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's McCown. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Spits it out to the back. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They believe they can run right here. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And a 1st down for the offense.
Let's go. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for.
14, UTSA 0.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
2nd and long here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Needs it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bull! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And it's the Roadrunners. We'll have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's McCown. quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Direct snap. It's Peterson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, the ground game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. At the 20. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Flips it out to the back. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Trying to barrel in. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've already converted one 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
2nd down to the air. Rolls right. He'll pull it down and run. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Bulls are in the hurry up.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. They're all over him. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st. Still looking. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's McCown. Release to the back. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch, it's Collins. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on 1st down. Working the big fella to the corner. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the books. And time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's Kennesaw State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half.
UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down, gonna throw it. Got his man down the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand it to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide right, it's Amador. Off and running. Touchdown, run runner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial. But it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start. And they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. To the air, it's Van Buren. Buys time to his left. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping it.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
2nd and long here. From the gun. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to throw. It's McCown. Extending the play. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun. Got the first down. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
And it's the Roadrunners. They're moving quickly down the field. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's McCown. Right side, it's Peterson. Smashes through the tackle. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the tight end.
Go, go. Move, go.
Give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Move.
Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulls. A pick six.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's McCown. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll run it. It's Isaac. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
35, UTSA, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They'll need a bunch on second down. Now they'll run the draw. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Still running at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Oh, he's got some space. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Reels it in. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USF. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Direct snap. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Now, fourth down.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to